All right, so what's going on, everybody? We are back for another episode. I think we're on episode 4, right?
It is now down to 4.
Yep, episode 4 of Handlebars and Cigars, and we are on location here at the world's famous Cigar World famous.
But okay.
Cigar. I tell you, the ultimate man cave. If you got a man cave that's better than this, you need to let us know. But as far as I know, in my opinion, this is the ultimate man cave. My name is Kel. I'm Handlebars and Cigars. You can follow me on Instagram and YouTube at Handlebars and Cigars. And over to my right, maybe your left.
Right. Will Hart from the Cigarage, world famous supposedly. Yeah. I guess we'll see.
So before we get started, let's just kind of kick it off a little bit, man. There's a couple questions for you.
All right.
One, how was your weekend, man?
I love my weekend. It was nice and relaxing. Finally get to chill a little bit. So, yeah, it was good, man. It was good. How about yours?
Good, man. My weekend was great, actually. I had a chance to do a couple of things, and actually, I had an opportunity to meet my old platoon sergeant.
Really?
Yeah, when I was stationed at Fort Bragg. And I tell you what, I think our friendship spans about 40 years.
No.
Yes.
Wow.
I was stationed back in Fort Bragg back in the early 80s, like from 82 to 86. And he was one of my first, if not the first platoon sergeant I had.
And you guys still talk?
Still talk, still kept in contact and what have you. So we had a great time. He came through. We went out to eat and, just kind of reminiscing some of the old times.
That's pretty cool,
that we had.
man.
So that was awesome.
Really cool.
That was awesome. So my weekend was great. Guys, gals out there, I hope y'all had a great weekend too. Look, do me a favor. Do us a favor. Leave us a comment and let us know what you guys did this weekend. We would definitely like to know.
Yeah, and plus, we got the 4th coming up.
Yeah.
Probably this episode will air after that. So let us know how you did on your 4th and what you guys were doing.
All right, so before we get started into our session here or our episode, I do want to give out some shout outs to some of the people that actually left some comments.
Go for it.
So from the last video, I got my man Jason. We both know Jason. I like to refer him as a brother from another mother. One of my best friends, he shouted us out. And let me see what he said.
Nice.
He said, never had one. Talking about the cigar, the Oliva V's, I think that was on that episode.
Okay.
Never had one, but like the idea of a morning smoke with a coffee. So keep up the great work. See you guys in the Cigarage. And he likes to end everything with one love. He think he's Reverend Ron or something. I don't know. But that's how he likes to end his thing. But you know what? That was a real good episode. I mean, we talked a little bit about, the Oliva V. We actually, I think... Converted you. We pulled you over to the dark side.
You definitely pulled me over to the dark side.
Yep, you saw a little bit of the things that I was seeing in the cigar. So that was good. I kind of like that.
I mean, that was a hell of a smoke, I gotta say.
Yeah, good. Another shout out goes to, I think it's Show Q Proof 99. This is 2 weeks in a row. Appreciate your comments, Show Q. He said, tried the cigar a couple of months ago. Solid morning cigar. He paired it with Woodford Reserves, the double oak. And he thought it was maybe a little bit strong, but coffee seems like it would be a good idea. Definitely. Yeah. I know we talked about pairing it with coffee. I think even Will said he tried pairing some his cigars with Yoo-Hoo.
Yeah.
So
there's actually been a few. We'll go through it later on, but there's actually some you can actually have with you, and it just sets that flavor off something different. It is amazing. It truly is amazing.
Yeah. And one last one before we get started. Greg Orr, he just said good stuff, nice. Appreciate us showing some love out here, showing you guys some love. Appreciate you guys showing us some love.
Yeah, for real.
Keep those comments going, man. We like to, like I said, read them off, good, bad, or indifferent. Hey, you guys suck, whatever. I totally disagree. Look, agree to disagree. That's what we all about.
Yeah, exactly.
Because everybody's palate is different, obviously, and everybody has a different perspective.
That's true.
On their cigars. So,
plus, it's also, like I always said, it's the mood you're in, how your day went. You'll pick out a cigar maybe that you've had before, maybe that you haven't, just to try something new. and you'll change your mind on it. You know, if you've had it before, like, wow, you know, this is a better time. I'm having a better time, so it's a little different.
Yeah. And also too, you might not have the best experience maybe the first go around of smoking one, but it may warrant a revisit.
Well, look at me with the Oliva V.
Boom. Church was in session that day.
It definitely was.
So today we're gonna go ahead and smoke two different cigars. Actually, I'm gonna have Will, talk a little bit about what he's smoking and get that started. Then I'll jump in to show you guys what I'll be smoking. Okay.
All right. So I got this local shop. It's the Diesel Sunday Gravy, and it's the Rosamarino, but in Italy they say Rosmarino. Basically means rosemary. And one of the guys at the cigar shop turned me on to this. It's like, you got to try a Sunday Gravy. And I'm like, Sunday Gravy? Something different.
Need some biscuits.
Let's give it a shot. I'm telling you, I was ready to get some biscuits out here just in case. So I know one of my dear nieces, she says, we want to see when you cut it, and we want to see how you cut it. So I'll show you the cutter, the V, and prior to cutting it, and I will cut it for you so you can actually see what happens. And it gives you that.
I tell you, that V cut, man.
I'm telling you, this thing.
I'm a big fan of that.
It's been years, and it still cuts beautifully. And like we said before, you usually take a nice dry draw, see what you get, see how the draw is, see if I gotta use that. Hopefully not. Yeah, I'm good to go. So, interesting. Can't wait to like this one. Hey, Sunday Gravy. I might go for biscuits. So this, they release, I believe, quarterly. It's completely Nicaraguan. I think it's got 3 different Nicaraguan fillers. It's a Habano wrapper and a Habano binder. So we're going to see how this goes. And I'm going to turn it over to Kel. So you go to your cigar.
All right.
And we'll see how we do with our tries on these.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, today I got a special treat. Actually, Father's Day. My son was so gracious to give me a nice little Father's Day gift. And one of the things he did give me was this right here. I know the sheen or what have you might not get that a good view, but I'll tell you guys what this is. This is a Padron. It is the anniversary, 1926, number 90. Now, the 90 stands for the 90th birthday for Jose Orlando Padron. Okay. So this is an anniversary cigar. Now, it comes in 2 different styles, I would say, for the 90th anniversary. I guess the off-white tube is more, the wrapper is going to be a natural wrapper, and the red tube will be the Maduro wrapper. So I'm going to go ahead and...
So this is lighter than the Maduro then, right?
Correct. Okay. That is correct. Let me see if we can get that in camera. See if we get a good...
I'm going to have to back up a little bit to... Yeah, there you go.
All right.
I know it's got a big gloss to it.
Yeah, we'll do the best we can on that.
This is cool.
But again, like we will, I'm going to use the V-cut too as well.
I'm going to show them how to cut it. There you go.
Now, see, I'm left-handed. Some people say wrong-handed, but I am left-handed.
But look at how beautiful that V. I'm telling you, man.
I tell you, you can't go wrong with that V-cut. But the thing about this cigar that I like, obviously the construction of it is great. It's all Nicaraguan, so the binder, the tobacco, the filler, and the wrapper is all from Nicaragua. We need to go ahead and do a quick dry draw.
So that's interesting. You're having a Nicaraguan, so am I.
Exactly.
See, so we're almost there.
Yeah, we're there.
Let's see which one. It says.
So the dry draw is pretty good. Now this is, to my opinion, of course, this is more of a special treat type of cigar. Because the price point on these can go anywhere from 20 to 25, 26.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's why it was a nice Father's Day gift from my son.
That's sweet, man. So, see, unlike mine, which is, I believe, anywhere from $5 to $8. So
we're getting both ends of the spectrum here. Trust me, this is not an everyday cigar. This is above my pay grade. But this is one of those special occasion cigars that I wanted to share with you on the channel.
All right. Well, first hit, it's not gravy.
Uh-oh.
No need for biscuits. So
Okay.
all right, but let me say. It's almost given like a toast, like a toast taste. Like, you know, the toast that you get when you go to a diner and they toast it for you. You tell them no butter.
Okay.
So it's like a regular piece of toast without butter so far.
I'm getting some, I don't know, some earth notes, some nuttiness
Okay.
from it. No spice yet, though.
Yeah, it's the same with mine. There's no spice, but it's starting to get some flavor. Like I said, I just lit it. So I'm sure, you know, people who have smoked this probably towards the last end of it are getting more flavors.
Yeah.
Because that's usually where, you know, most of that flavor lies.
Yeah, yeah.
Is towards the end. You're getting that real deep richness to the cigar. Like the first third, the second third are pretty much equal, in my opinion. And by the time you get to that last third, I think is when the cigar really wakes up and it kind of gives you everything that you kind of want.
Gotcha. Now, so for me, I know you smoked that before, but for me, this is the first time I'm doing the Padron 1926. And so I had to go through the progressions for the first time. And I haven't, you know, really got it heated up and ventured off into that first third just yet. But again, it is giving me, like I said earlier, some of the earth notes and some of the nuttiness. Hopefully that'll pick up.
Okay.
I hope it does, because like I said, this is one of those special
occasion cigars.
Yeah,
I get it.
I don't want to be.
Now, I know you had said that I had this before. I have had a Sunday gravy, but it was a different Sunday gravy. I believe it was a pecorino or something. It was a different Sunday gravy.
Gotcha.
I don't remember if it impressed me. It obviously impressed me enough to buy another one. And like I said, they release them quarterly. So you might go out to the shop and ask for this one. They may not have this one. They may have the new one, because it's like they kind of sell out and they always put out a new Sunday gravy.
Okay.
So that's just it. Like every 3 months, you'll have a new Sunday gravy, and it's probably different taste, because this definitely tastes different than what I've had prior to that.
All right, so while we go ahead and moving down the cigar a little bit, question for you, Will. I mean,
Go for it.
What are you pairing this with?
Oh, today I am pairing this with the TX blended whiskey. You know what? I forgot to bring the bottle. Give me 1 second.
I would play some Jeopardy music.
You know what they say. You know what they
say.
say in Texas, right? Go big or go home.
Everything's big in Texas.
Hey, this ain't a small bottle. I mean, I know I got a big head, but this bottle's definitely bigger than my head. So that's what I'm having. The TX whiskey. It's blended.
That thing looked like it came with a spigot.
It actually came with a funnel. But it's a good pairing, because I usually try to do a blended whiskey with a cigar that I'm unsure about.
Okay.
Because the blended whiskey seems to be kind of mellow, a little smoother than your, barrel proof, like high end. Just something that's more relaxed and light, so that when you're having a cigar, it's not giving you an overpowering taste to the cigar. It doesn't overpower the cigar, but it complements it.
Gotcha.
So that's why I usually go for, a more smoother bourbon than, a higher end.
Now, so the TX, is that still within your range? I know you said you like to have a nice sweet spot in terms of the alcohol content.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, this we're talking is, and actually this is really low for me. It's an 82 proof.
Okay.
I'm usually in the 90s, but the taste of this for an 82 proof is amazing. If you haven't had it, go get yourself a small bottle. You ain't got to go this big. I went this big because price point was just perfect.
And apparently he likes it.
You think? So yeah, it definitely pairs well with this Sunday gravy. Simply because I think because it has 3 different fillers. So it's kind of like a blend itself. Mm-hmm. Having it with a blended whiskey it kind of evens itself out. They kind of complement each other. So you're getting different tastes. And I'm sure I'm going to be picking up different tastes from this. I mean, I'm only in like a 1/4 inch at this point, and I'm really enjoying it with, the TX blended. So great job, guys. Good. You did good on that TX.
Well, with me, I am pairing this with a beverage from the Buffalo Trace Distillery. Actually, I decided to go with the Eagle Red. And
I know that's one of your go-tos.
Yeah, it's one of my go-tos. I kind of like a lot of the Buffalo Trace line, although I haven't had an opportunity to try all of their line. I'm still waiting for the Blantons and what's the other one? Oh
E.H. Taylor,
the Taylors, and well, I did do one of the Wellers, but definitely the Taylor and the Blantons. They're kind of like my white whale right now.
Gotcha.
Because they're real hard to find, especially in this area where they only do allocations. I don't know, maybe once every month or once every.
It's just horrible. It's like the first 10 people that come in, done.
Yeah.
And then you're like 11th online.
It's crazy, man.
Every time.
It's crazy. At one of the spirit stores we go to, when they do their allocation, people actually line up the day before. It's almost like you're giving away a free iPhone or something.
Right. Not only that, but it's like, when was the last time you remember being online for something that was worth waiting online for? I think for me, it was The Empire Strikes Back.
Okay, well, for me, it was probably the new PlayStation for my son for a Christmas gift. You know?
Yeah. But it's like, and you knew they had enough to go around.
Yeah.
For me, I knew I was going to see the movie. But you're waiting online a day before they even, have this allocation go out. You may not even get the bottle.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's crazy for me.
That is crazy. So, guys, if you live in a state where you got you could pick and choose a lot of the allocated spirits, I strongly encourage you to go for it, because here, boy, it's like you got to go into the octagon and or win a lottery or something
for real
to get it. So it's
or know somebody that drives in, to Kentucky, Tennessee, wherever,
exactly,
and they'll get it for you. But getting it here is like Mission Impossible.
Yeah,
we should play that theme. Dun, 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 dun. But
for me, the Eagle Red combined with the 1926 Padron, it's a good balance for me. The Eagle Red does offer, the oak from the barrel, the wood, some of the sweetness you get from it, some of the notes you get like, caramel, vanilla, and some cinnamon. Funny story for you though. Yeah, I have to say this. So over the weekend, I had the tulip glasses that you use for tasting. And I poured some of the Eagle Red into one of the tulip glasses and gave it to my wife to check it out. And I tell you, I said, smell it first and tell me what's the first thing to come to mind.
Okay.
Oh my God. Well, when she smelled it, she started blurting off like 5 or 6 different things. I smell wood. I smell sweet. I smell cinnamon. I smell vanilla. I said, I need to get you out here on one of these shows.
Yeah, for real.
You have a real sensitive nose and a great palate.
Okay.
Like I mentioned on previous episodes, my palate is not sophisticated. I could give you 4 or 5 notes, whether it's a cigar or a spirit, and that's probably it. I know we joked on the last episode, and definitely check that out if you haven't had a chance. I had one guy that was describing a cigar to us. He said the bad boys taste notes of leather and wolf.
Leather and wolf.
I am still scratching my head over that, by the way. But
and it still gets me.
Yeah. It gets me every single time. But getting back to my Padron, 1926. I'm closing in on the first third, and I am getting a little bit more of some cocoa and coffee notes starting to come through.
Okay.
So
now, how
which is
does
good.
the Eagle Rare pair with your cigar? Would you have paired it with something else?
I would have. Well, Eagle Rare to me is not the be all end all in pairing with this cigar.
Okay.
But my go-to is Larceny.
Yes.
I definitely would pair this with Larceny. I also, oh man, it's a Mitchers, but I can't remember which one.
Okay.
It's not the rye, so it might.
But you would have
Yeah.
done that instead of what you're having now.
Correct.
And why is that?
Why is that? Well, let's talk about the Mitchers for an example. To me, the Mitchers has a little bit more spice
Okay.
to it when I'm normally pairing it with a cigar.
Okay.
So that added ingredient into the notes that I'm getting from the cigar gives me another type of experience.
Do you think it would have enhanced the cigar?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Most
See, that's
definitely.
why we're always talking about, what are you pairing this with? What are you drinking with what you're smoking? When I know exactly the cigar that I love, I know exactly what to pair with. When I don't know, I'll usually go for something like Redemption or the TX. So, because those are on the smoother side and kind of like, I wouldn't say on the high end of tasty or the, where it's a horrible, taste. You want to get something easy to drink with something new.
Yeah.
And then you'll figure out, maybe I should have paired it with this. And it's kind of like what I said in one of the episodes, like, man, I should have switched it up. Instead of, going for something so heavy, I should have went a little lighter.
Yeah.
And I think that was the numero uno, if I'm not mistaken. But, it happens. You'll know better for next time.
Oh, yeah. Now, for me, most definitely, I will not pair this cigar with a peaty Scotch. Just a fun fact for you. I hate peaty ass Scotch. It almost tastes.
And we agree on that. Like, bottom line, it's
feels,
done.
It feels like you're licking moss or something for me.
Yeah.
It just doesn't do it for me. But maybe a mixed, a single malt, or even a mixed Scotch would go well with this.
See, I could probably go back to like a Macallan 18, 16. Those are good on the Scotch side, but they're definitely on the pricey side. So it really changes your palate when you're having a Scotch compared to a bourbon, compared to a regular whiskey, even a rum, which I've had with certain cigars. And rum pairs really well with a lot of Cuban cigars, believe it or not. And you don't have to go crazy with, the rums you pick up. There's even, what is it, Captain Morgan's, the spice rum.
Mm-hmm.
We did it like with a small Cuban cigar. It was phenomenal. Like, it blew my mind. It's like, I want you to try it at some point and tell me your thoughts.
Okay.
And we'll leave that for another episode.
Absolutely.
But it was just, that's when I knew I need to pair this cigar with a very specific liquor.
Mm-hmm.
And coffee, yoo-hoo. It goes all around, Let me just show you how far I got on this. And the burn is pretty clean. I mean, you got, and that's probably from the AC blowing on one side, but it's pretty clean so far. I haven't had to touch it up.
I'm sorry. I bumped mine. It's fairly straight. I got a little wave going on, but it is fairly straight. But
well, you can see by the flag how much air we got flowing in here, because it is hot outside, hot and humid.
And not only that, I mean, you want to have proper ventilations too. I've been to some cigar lounges where you can almost cut the fog with a knife. It's like pea soup.
Oh my God.
And it really messes up your whole total cigar smoking experience.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I've gone to events, local, and I'd go through the back door and there'll be 20 feet to the front door and I can't even see the front door. And you don't feel like having a cigar at that point.
Correct.
Because it feels like you're already gonna feel like having 20 cigars just walking through the place.
Secondhand smoke from 20 different cigars.
Yeah, like 20 different flavors. No, that's not my scene, and it never really has been. I like good ventilation. Cigar, lounges that have excellent ventilation, they'll see me back. Simply because I can actually enjoy my smoke. I enjoy the cigar. I can taste my cigar. I don't have to smell, 100 different cigars while I'm having mine.
Yeah.
So that's a big thing. So yeah, that's why we're having all this. Like this normally wouldn't. It'll probably be really clean if I didn't have all this air going.
Well, again, like I said, we mentioned this. We talked a little bit about this on a previous episode. It's about the atmosphere that smoking a cigar creates. It's about the pairing. Again, the whole package, so to speak.
Yeah.
And I'm going to throw another element into this. And you guys and gals at home, please chime in and let me know your thoughts on this. When you are sitting down, relaxing, maybe you had a long day, you want to grab a nice little drink, a cocktail, whatever, and a nice cigar. One more thing, in my opinion, helps with that atmosphere and that ambiance is music.
You definitely hit it. You definitely hit it.
It sets the tone. It sets the mood. Some music, if I'm smoking a cigar, hey, I want to be banging my head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But there's some I like to mellow out and chill and kind of unwind and decompress. With this particular cigar and how I paired it up with Eagle Red, this is just me. I'll probably go with something, maybe some jazz, maybe some Najee, Kenny G, so forth and so on, Mandrill, or I might go back into some old school, some actually old school songs that you basically know the words to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, where you can sing along, or you're just singing along in your head.
SOS Band, Shaka Khan, Chic, Shalimar.
Come on, Jody Watley.
Yeah, Jody Watley. Just to nod your head and
like a groove.
Like a groove. Like a groove.
Yeah, I'm glad you bring that up because I know one of my cousins down in Dominican Republic who also DJs. Shout out to you, Pote. He was saying, one of the comments that we asked for, like people give us comments. He was like, you know what? You got so many records. Why don't you pair music to your cigars and your drinks? I was like, man, that's an excellent idea. Problem with that is we'll probably get cut off on YouTube. Copyright. Yet I own all these records. It's like, I just don't get it. Like I can play it, but I'm sure it'll be cut off. At some point, we'll figure out exactly, what the time limitations are. Can we play 10 seconds? Can we play 15 seconds? But we can talk about them.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
And you can see the kind of mood we're in today. It's kind of like the Beasties behind me, and you've got Public Enemy behind you, wearing Wu-Tang.
Ain't nothing to mess with.
Ain't nothing to mess with. Yeah. Let's try to keep it PG, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So guys, too, send us a comment on that too. If that's kind of the mood that you guys like to set, and the ambiance that you like to set when you're sitting down chilling, maybe like in your garage or out on your deck. Let us know what some of your music favorites as well.
Because you know what, I hate to cut you off with the music, fine. But we're talking about it. Some of the things that really hit me, like I go to cigar lounges and they're playing music that I just can't get into.
Yeah. Elevator music.
Yeah.
Ooh. Kind of music here in the dentist's office.
Dentist's office. Like I'm so not down with that. I would love to just listen to, salsa, merengue, something, chill. Hector Lavoe, the old stuff. The good stuff, man, that you could just listen to. And I remember this goes a couple of years back, somebody was playing something, and I forget what it was. I was like, you mind if I take over the speaker? And then as soon as I took over that with my Bluetooth, and I was just playing some music that, kind of set the mood for the ambiance of the place. Mm-hmm. Everybody's like, dude, who changed the music? This is awesome. Hey, it happens.
It happens.
It happens. So,
and it does play a part in the total experience.
Yeah, it gives you the total package.
It's another ingredient, so to speak. So what we probably do right now, we're right around 30 minutes. We kind of like to keep this 30-minute pops and what have you.
Right around there.
We're going to shut it down for today, for this particular installment. Just to kind of quick recap, I know I'm on my first third.
I'm just finishing my first third. And to tell you honestly, this is really decent. It's not mind-blowing. It's not bad at all. I mean, I enjoy it. And once again, it's called Sunday Gravy, so maybe I should have had coffee with this one too.
And a biscuit.
And a biscuit. With the sauce.
Yeah.
But it has some really, I wouldn't say sweet notes. It's got mellow notes. So it's not like a strong cigar. Even though it looks dark, it's not. It's really not. I don't think it's a full body. It's definitely more on the medium side.
All right.
That's my take.
Question for you. What music would you put with that then? With the TX?
Oh, it's got to be Chardonnay. It's got to be, something smooth and mellow, because that's what this cigar is giving me.
Okay.
Like, I don't want to, pumped up music. Not with this. This is kind of like, just chill. Good jazz. You know what I mean?
No, I know exactly what you mean.
But as soon as you asked, I thought of Chardonnay. Like that kind of jazzy, tropical kind of vibe.
Nice.
And you?
Well, for me, again, I still got those same notes. I just did a couple of retro hails, and I did get some pepper starting to come in.
Okay.
So I know it's going to heat up a little bit for me. Would I get the cigar again? The answer would be yes, but again, I will probably put it into a special occasion type of cigar, of course, at the price point. Guys, gals, I like to keep my price point in between $8 and maybe $12, somewhere in that swing. The reason why I'm smoking this today, like I said, this was a Father's Day present from my son to me. Shout out to my son. Appreciate the gift, and I wanted to come here and talk about it and tell you guys how I felt about the cigar, especially.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Now, get into the music. I know you say Chardonnay. Mm-hmm. For me, I will probably go with, be honest, first thing came to mind to me was some Barry White.
Ooh,
some, Teddy Pendergrass. Remember Barry White with the Love Unlimited orchestra?
Yeah, man, that's music,
yeah,
brother.
That'll sit you back in your chair.
Man, you can listen. See, that's another album that you can listen front to back.
Yes.
Not having to skip a song.
Yes.
Not lifting up the needle, putting it on the next. No.
Yes.
Front to back. Both sides.
I tell you, it gives me the feeling of an old man easing himself into a warm bathtub.
Ooh.
Type of relaxing feeling.
Ooh. Your wife's going to listen to this, right?
Yes.
Take notes, Pam.
All right, well, look, we're going to go ahead and shut it down for the day.
All right.
Will, you got any other closing thoughts?
Nah, not really. I'm really happy you're enjoying this one. I'm glad, this wasn't a bad cigar. Was kind of reluctant to lighten up a Sunday gravy on a Wednesday. You kind of like take it off kilter, but I'm enjoying this. Give it a try. Like I said, they release a new one every 3 months. It's a quarterly cigar. They'll have different flavors. God knows what the next one is. There's no rosemary in here, just to let you know. Even though it's called the Rosemary, there's no rosemary in it.
All right, guys. Look, that's going to do it for today's video. Again, thank you for checking us out. Thank you for your comments. Please keep them coming. From Will, this is Cal. Handlebars and Cigars. We're at the world's famous Cigarage. We're going to give you guys a tour here in probably the next upcoming episode.
Yeah, we're going to have to
show you. I mean, this dude over here got like over 5,000 albums. So we definitely want to, highlight his Cigarage and put a challenge out to anybody. You see, they got a man cave better than the world's famous Cigarage. Again, please like, follow, and comment and subscribe to our channel, Handlebars and Cigars. From me, again, I'm going to sign off by ending with be happy, be healthy, be safe, but more importantly, be easy. Till next time, we catch you guys later. Take care. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Have a good one.